Welcome inside the Stephen C. O'Connell Center here on the campus of the University of Florida in Gainesville, Florida, for this early season contest between the #1 Florida Gators and the #2 Georgia Gym Dogs. I'm Bart Connor along with Kathy Johnson-Clark, and it's going to be a great contest. This is the first of 3 events we have on ESPN2, and this could be spectacular tonight. There's nearly 10,000 people in attendance here in the O'Connell Center to see this classic SEC battle. Florida will open up in Olympic order. They'll start on the vault. They had a fantastic season last year, Kathy. They had an undefeated regular season, won the SEC championship, and finished 3rd in the NCAAs. They're led by that woman there, Rhonda Fain, in her 6th season. They're playing host to the University of Georgia. Georgia has an amazing record. 8 NCAA team titles last year. They won their 3rd in a row. They'll open up on the uneven bars where they are very good, and they are led by the remarkable Suzanne Yocklin in her 25th year. She is a gymnastics powerhouse, and it's great to be working with you, Kathy Johnson-Clark. I get so excited when we get to come to these collegiate meets because this is about as good as it gets in gymnastics. A lot of fun, and nearly 10,000 people here to see it.
And nothing like SEC gymnastics. I loved it when the Georgia gymnasts walked in and were introduced, and they all got the gator chomp. It's all in good fun.
All right, well, Florida will open up on the vault. This is a fascinating story. Courtney Gladys, the sophomore out of Winter Garden, Florida. She was a walk-on to this team, 3 years out of the sport, and she's worked her way back up into the lineup.
I think it's fantastic. She has a lot of experience, though. She was an international elite gymnast for many, many years. Took some time off, called Rhonda Fain, asked if she could walk on, and has made herself. Wow, what a start!
Incredible!
Oh my gosh, what a great start for Florida. That will pump them up because that's what they're talking about. We want these landings. And right off the bat, they came up with a stuck landing.
What a remarkable story on this incredibly talented team. A walk-on, worked her way into the lineup, and what a solid landing here.
But this, you just can't get any better than that. It did not budge. It's worth a 10.0 in the Coda points. Florida has 6 gymnasts performing 10-0 vaults.
All right, quickly over to uneven bars. University of Georgia has started.
This is
First
Nikki
up,
Childs.
Nikki Childs out of the World Olympic Gymnastics Academy in Plano, Texas.
Just a gorgeous gymnast on this event. She's really spectacular on balance beam and uneven bars. Long lines. Needed a stick right there. It's so exciting in this head-to-head competition. You can really see the competition build. And I heard Suzanne Yocklin telling the gymnasts, see it, feel it, do it. She really wanted them to go after these landings. It starts now. Yes, it's early in the season.
Quickly back to the vault.
Whoa.
Lynn Denblyden out of Australia.
Oh, and her mom is here all the way
nice.
from Australia to see her daughter perform. Yurchenko with a full twist.
Denblyden's out of Melbourne, Australia. 3 years on the national team, and her strongest events are vault and bars. Great to have her here. And as you mentioned, her mom came all the way from Australia to see this classic meet tonight. Fantastic.
Bart, you and I were talking about the rivalry that is really beginning to build between these 2 schools. Only 4 teams have won the national championships in the history of the NCAA championships. Georgia is one of those. Florida wants to move into that upper elite.
And certainly Georgia has known how to peak at the right time at the end of the season. Those 4 teams you mentioned are Georgia, Alabama, Utah, and UCLA. Florida seems destined to finally win one, but they're going to have to get by the Gym Dogs, aren't they? Wow. Cassidy McComb out of Henderson, Nevada from Gym Cats, coached by Cassie Rice. She's just a freshman.
And a nice job. Good, strong performance so far.
The score for Nikki Childs for Georgia on the bars, their opening performer, was a 9.75. On the vault, 9.875 for Courtney Gladys, Lynn Denblyden, and 9.875 as well. Here is Tiffany Murry. Oh,
Nice landing. Oh my gosh. Feel the momentum build right here from that first vault onward. Florida has the momentum right now.
Tiffany Tolnay next for Georgia on ball.
Cassidy McComb's score was a 9-8. Back to the bars now for Georgia. Tiffany Tolnay.
I like this gymnast. She is so powerful, very, very clean, and technically a strong gymnast.
Tolnay's out of Grapevine, Texas, 3-time JO national champ. 8-time All-American. She's just a junior.
All right, another good routine.
Back with more of Rotation 1 when we come back.
Hartung.
We're back at the University of Florida. Hartung next up on the vault for the Florida Gators, who are off to a spectacular start. Their scores so far are 9.875, 9.875, and 9.925.
Typically a gorgeous gymnast on 3 events. Wow! A great landing for her. This is not her strongest event, but I think she really picked up some confidence last week. She won vault for the first time ever in her collegiate career.
She's a 6-time All-American, but as you mentioned, not known to succeed on the vault, but this was very good.
Well, the difference here, she does a tucked 1.5 twist, bends her leg slightly, but it's a 10-0 vault, a great landing.
Back to the bars, Grace Taylor from Georgia, the sophomore out of Aiken, South Carolina. Second on the beam in the NCAAs in 2007, a U.S. national team member. She's coming back from an ankle injury, and she's also an All-American.
I think she gets bonus points for the smile. I'm not sure.
The score, by the way, for her teammate Tolnay was a 9.875.
Now they're picking up their scores. Beautiful laid out position. We haven't yet seen a really stuck landing from Georgia yet. Those are minor little deductions, but they add up.
In contrast, Florida is rocking the landings on the vaults. That vault for Hartung, a 9.975, her personal career best. And it gets better, folks. Coming up now is Amanda Castillo, and I know she's one of your favorites, Kathy.
She has so much power, and she's just a spunky gymnast.
Oh!
A much harder vault. That's a laid-out position with a 1.5 twist. The same twist that we saw from Hartung, but she stayed in a laid-out position. Much more difficult, but in the Coda points, they're all with 10.0. So that little step will cost her slightly, but what a nice vault in the air. You have to admire this. And hopefully the judges can take that into consideration.
She was a finalist in the vault at the NCAAs last year, as well as the beam. Over to the bars now, Katie Heenan, former world medalist on the uneven bars. Heenan is a senior out of Virginia. In 2001, she won the bronze medal on the Worlds on the uneven bars.
Just the complete package. Technical precision, beautiful form, nice level of difficulty, and she's just great in competition. She's so tough.
She tied her teammate Courtney Kupets, who you'll also see tonight for the SEC All-Around Championship in 07.
Beautiful routine.
Now, how tough is it to start on bars versus vault, especially when you're, you know, in, let's say, not the friendliest environment here in the SEC?
I actually love starting on bars, and I think most gymnasts do, but you're right. To start on vault, especially when you open up with a stuck landing like that,
right,
it just pumped everybody up, and they all followed suit.
Courtney Gladys got them off to a good start. Here's their final vaulter, Ashley Reed.
Oh, another 1.5
Beautiful.
twist. They're going for it all. We talked to Rhonda Fain. She said these girls want to do this level of difficulty.
Ashley Reed, the 3-time All-America senior, also from Orlando Metro Gymnastics. 6 of the 12 gymnasts on the University of Florida team come from one club. That's Orlando Metro, just down the road from here. All right, Courtney Kupets will go to the bars now to finish it up for the University of Georgia. She, as many gymnastics fans know, won 2 medals at the 2004 Olympics in Athens, a silver medal with the U.S. team and a bronze on the bars.
Bart, you can't say enough about her technical precision on this event and her form and her difficulty. She has it all. Wow, what a beautiful release move. Gorgeous amplitude.
Already 5-time NCAA champion. She's just a junior. She could set all the records for the University of Georgia, no question about it.
Now let's see if she can stick right here. It's early in the season. You usually see those stuck landings late. Oh, she hangs on to it almost.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right, we're off to a great start here in Gainesville. The two best teams in the country going at it. A lot of exciting gymnastics coming up, and the results from the first rotation when we come back.